Here's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door. Authorities charge a former Southwest Missouri high school soccer coach for sex crimes. Tim McGee of Willard faces 3 counts of second-degree statutory sodomy. He was scheduled for a plea hearing, but it was rescheduled for a 3rd time. Court records say McGee admitted to having a sexual relationship with the 16-year-old girl back in 2009. He was 38 at the time. The relationship ended when the girl moved away, though according to the probable cause statement, he stayed in contact with her for about a year. It's unclear, though, if she was a student at Willard High School when that happened. McGee was eventually arrested and charged, but was released on a $25,000 bond. Investigators looked for the cause of a fire that burned a historic church in Fort Scott, Kansas. The fire chief says the roof of the Mary Queen of Angels Catholic Church is a complete loss and the basement flooded. The church was built in 1870. St. Mary's priest hopes the exterior walls can be saved as they rebuild the church. One Fort Scott firefighter was treated for a minor injury and released. Statues inside the church were not damaged and are still salvageable. The fire erupted in the church on Holbrook Street overnight. Crews from several surrounding departments battled the flames through the early Tuesday morning hours. And on Tuesday, Kansas Governor Laura Kelly proposed adding $20 million to the state's annual $2 million allotment to the affordable housing program. She says she's also worked with a bipartisan group of legislators to allocate an additional $50 million for housing throughout the state. With the investments, Kansas will see a 2-year investment of more than $90 million targeted toward the state's rural areas and small cities. The city of Joplin begins work on its next phase of the 32nd Street widening project. Last week, workers finished the first section of the street. The project will widen the street from Schifferdecker Avenue to Central City Road. The design includes adding a center lane and constructing a sidewalk shared use path. The project is scheduled to be complete next summer. That's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door.